The final three, obviously Jason, because I've been working with her since the beginning. We're super tight. We trusted each other, and we had a good game chemistry together. I would have kept her close. If Josh and Betty were still in the house, we had kind of a little alliance, so I would have probably stayed with them as well. So it would have been them four, and then probably try and chop Josh and keep Betty, Jason with me. The one thing, and that's the reason why I'm here, it'd probably be the gummy bear situation. I would have never put it in there. I was ambushed with it, and I'm like a team player, so I just put it in. I went with the luck of it, but that bit me back, and here I am out of the house. So that would be my regret. So I came in the house thinking I'm gonna go after all the floaters, get them out of the way, bring some of the strong competitors with me to near the closer to the end. Obviously that all blew up. I was in too many alliances. My whole game had to change. I felt very alone from that blow up. So good thing I had Jason Link, because she was my rock in that game. From that point on, I just wanted to build new relationships with everybody in the house. Obviously there's a divide between two sides of the house. So I was kind of playing in the middle, trying to make friendships on one side and the other side, but kind of playing in the middle. And then obviously I ended up on one side more than the other. But yeah, I had to do a huge adapt right there.
Best game move. Honestly, like I think about my best game move was pretty much the way I was able to handle myself in competition. My worst game move was obviously the gummy bear experience. Yeah, that's what I would say. Like, as far as game move, like my strategic side of my game was not that good, so like there was not a whole lot of good game move on that side, but good thing I was able to win comps. My favorite moment in the house was when I won the Mount HOH. I knew coming in that I would be good, like in endurance comp, that those would be my comps, and like I don't know if you guys understand, but for a 43-year-old man to stay on that wall for that long, like, and I had the bruise to show it afterward. I was hurting the whole time. Like, I really proved something to myself by winning that comp. So I was really like, that was my finest moment in the house, I think. The way I'm gonna approach my vote is gonna be very looking at the person that would have the best game overall. Like, I want the best player to represent season 10. So I think at this point here, there's still a lot that can be determined about who's gonna win, and I think everybody that's remaining in the game are great. So depending on how it goes, depending on how they answer the question during the interviews at finale night, right now my vote's undecided, and whoever's the best gonna get it. There's no hard feeling for me here. They're all great players, and it's a game.
I would say that letting my guards down and starting to label some of the house guests as friends is what led me to the position that I was in. Joshua was somebody that I never looked at, I never considered. Even when he was pitching to me, I just said, oh yeah, it's all good, you don't have to say that much to me. So just overlooking him and just relying on a personal relationship is what obviously led me to that position, because we weren't in an alliance at that point. So I just didn't really look at him at all. I didn't factor that in as well, that we weren't in an alliance, but we had a strong personal relationship. So yeah, just labeling people as friends. And I said that I wouldn't do that, and made that mistake. And who do I feel most betrayed by? Joshua. Because again, when I asked him, would you put me on the blog? And why are you good for my game? He said that you're my number one, I'm taking you to the end, and I would never put you up. You're never a consideration, which was a lie. So Joshua is the one who betrayed me, and everyone else just went along with what he wanted, which is fine. So do what you need to do, but I would say I felt the most backstabbed and betrayed by him. I would say either Kevin or Betty, but I'm leaning mostly towards Betty because she is playing a similar game, or she is playing a similar game that I was playing. So just being direct, being as honest as possible, and just relying on yourself and being. She's not independent, but at the same time, she's always just focused on herself. And she always says that I'm the person who got me to where I am today. So that's a similar vibe that I was on. So yeah, I would say Betty. And then I just like Kevin because he was a schemer. And if I could have been a schemer, I would have been. Okay, the first thing that I would do differently is not align myself with the whole house. That was a big mistake. And again, I would just not overlook anybody. Just always assume that somebody's after me, even if I am close with them.